I try to close that chapter, but my heart keeps reopening the page where she lives. I tell myself to forget, but the silence keeps whispering her back into my bones. I never knew choosing between comfort and fire would feel like choosing between two versions of myself. My name is Arya, and I am 28 years old. I work in a small office in a small town where nothing ever really happens. Every day feels the same. Wake up, coffee, drive to work, sit at my desk, go home, sleep, repeat. It is early winter now. The kind of cold that makes you want to stay inside. The kind of gray sky that makes everything feel muted. Like the world is holding its breath, waiting for something to change. But nothing ever changes here. Not for me, anyway. I have been working at this office for 3 years. Data entry, filing emails. The kind of work that pays the bills, but does not make your heart race. The kind of life that is safe, predictable, boring. My coworkers are nice enough. We talk about the weather, about weekend plans, about nothing that really matters. I smile. I nod. I pretend I am content, but I am not content. I have not been content in a long time. There is this feeling inside me, like something is missing, like I am waiting for something I cannot name. Something more than coffee and emails and polite conversations about nothing. I do not know what that something is. I just know it is not here. This morning I woke up to frost on my window. The sky was that pale winter gray that makes everything look lifeless. I made my coffee, got dressed in my usual work clothes. Nothing special, just comfortable. I drove to the office, listening to the same playlist I always listen to, parked in the same spot, walked through the same doors, sat at the same desk. My friend Maya from accounting stopped by my desk around 10. "Morning, Arya. You look tired." "I am always tired. You need to get out more. Do something fun." "Like what?" She shrugged. "I don't know. Something different." "You have been in this routine forever." "I like routine." "Do you though?" I did not answer, because the truth was I did not know anymore. Routine felt safe, but safe felt empty. Maya left to go back to her desk. I stared at my computer screen. Numbers, spreadsheets. The same work I did yesterday. The same work I would do tomorrow. I looked out the window. The sky was getting darker. More clouds rolling in. It might rain later, or snow. Hard to tell this time of year. I thought about my life, about how nothing exciting ever happened to me, about how I never took risks, never did anything wild or unexpected. I played it safe, always. Maybe Maya was right. Maybe I needed something different, something that would make me feel alive instead of just existing. But what? I had no idea. I went back to my work, typed numbers into spreadsheets, answered emails, made phone calls. The hours dragged by slowly. At lunch, I grabbed my coat and decided to walk instead of eating at my desk like usual. The cold air hit my face. It felt good, sharp, real. I walked down the main street. Small shops, a coffee place, a bookstore, a tattoo studio I had never really noticed before. Everything familiar, everything the same. I wondered if this was all my life would ever be. This small town, this quiet existence, this safe, predictable routine. I wondered if I would ever feel that spark people talk about, that excitement, that passion, that thing that makes you feel truly alive. I did not know it then, but everything was about to change. My safe little world was about to get turned completely upside down, and it would start with rain, and a stranger with short black hair, and a choice I never saw coming. But that day at lunch, I did not know any of that yet. I was just a 28-year-old woman walking down a cold street, waiting for something, anything, to happen. The next week, our office announced a new project. Something about updating our client management system. I did not really understand the details. I just knew it meant more work and probably more meetings. They brought in someone from the corporate office to lead the project. Her name was Claire. She was 32, confident, professional. The kind of person who walks into a room and immediately takes control without being aggressive about it. She had smooth chestnut brown hair that fell just past her shoulders. She wore tailored blazers and button-down shirts. Everything about her screamed competent and put together. The first meeting was on a Tuesday morning. Claire stood at the front of the conference room with a laptop and a presentation. She smiled at all of us. "Good morning, everyone. I know change can be stressful, but I promise we will get through this together. My job is to make this transition as smooth as possible." Her voice was calm, steady, the kind of voice that makes you feel like everything will be okay, even when you are drowning in work. After the meeting, she came over to my desk. "Aria, right?" "Yes, that's me. I noticed you look a bit overwhelmed. Don't worry, I will help you through this." "Thank you. I am just not great with technical stuff. That's what I am here for. If you need anything at all, just ask, okay?" She smiled at me. It was a warm, genuine smile. Not the polite smile people give when they are just being professional. This felt real. "Okay, I appreciate that." Over the next few days, Claire checked in on me constantly. She would stop by my desk to see how I was doing, answer my questions, explain things in a way that actually made sense. She was patient, kind, never made me feel stupid for not understanding something right away. One afternoon, I was struggling with a particularly confusing part of the new system. I could feel my frustration building. My hands were shaking slightly as I tried to figure it out. Claire appeared beside me. "Hey, what's wrong?" "I can't get this to work. I have tried everything. Let me see." She leaned over my shoulder. I could smell her perfume, something light and clean. She clicked through a few screens and fixed the problem in seconds. "There you go. Sometimes the system glitches. It's not you, thank you." I was about to throw my computer out the window. She laughed. It was a soft, easy laugh. "I have been there. Trust me." She pulled up a chair and sat next to me. "Can I be honest with you, Aria?" "Sure." "You seem stressed. Like really stressed. Not just about work." I looked at her. Her brown eyes were gentle, concerned, like she actually cared. "I guess I am. I don't know. Life just feels heavy lately. Do you want to talk about it? We could grab coffee after work." "You don't have to do that." "I want to. Come on." My treat. I hesitated, but something about Claire made me feel safe, like I could trust her. "Okay, coffee sounds good." That evening, we went to the small coffee shop down the street. It was cozy inside, warm lighting, soft music playing. We sat in a corner booth with our drinks. "So tell me, what's going on?" Claire asked. "I don't know. I just feel stuck. Like I am going through the motions of life, but not actually living." "I get that. I felt that way a few years ago. That's why I switched jobs. Needed a change." "How did you know it was time to change?" "When I woke up every day feeling nothing, not happy, not sad, just nothing. That's when I knew. That's exactly how I feel." She reached across the table and touched my hand. "It gets better, Aria. You just have to figure out what makes you feel alive, then go after it." Her hand was warm, her touch was gentle. I felt something shift inside me, not a spark exactly, more like a sense of relief, like someone finally understood. We talked for 2 hours, about work, about life, about everything and nothing. Claire was easy to talk to. She listened without judging, offered advice without being pushy. When we finally left the coffee shop, it was dark outside. She walked me to my car. "Thank you for tonight. I needed this." "Anytime, Aria." She hugged me. It was a warm, safe hug, the kind that makes you feel protected. As I drove home, I thought about Claire, about how comfortable she made me feel, about how maybe she was exactly what I needed. Someone steady, someone reliable, someone safe. I did not know that safety was not what my heart actually wanted, but I would learn that soon enough. It happened on a Thursday, my lunch break. I had grabbed a sandwich from the deli and was walking back to the office when the sky opened up. Rain, sudden and heavy. The kind that soaks you in seconds. I looked around for cover. The nearest building was a tattoo studio. I had walked past it 100 times, but never gone inside. Today, I had no choice. I pushed open the door. A bell chimed above me. The studio was warm, smelled like ink and antiseptic. Music played low in the background, some indie rock song I did not recognize. A woman looked up from behind the counter. She had short black hair, sharp features, dark eyes that seemed to see right through me. She was wearing a black tank top that showed tattooed arms. Strong arms, the kind that came from real work, not just gym sessions. She looked at me, then at the water dripping off my coat onto her floor. Rough day. The weather wasn't supposed to rain. Weather lies. Come here. She walked over with a towel, handed it to me. I took it and tried to dry my hair. Thanks, I will get out of your way in a minute. You are not in my way. I was bored anyway. She leaned against the counter, crossed her arms, studied me with those dark, intense eyes. So, you just here to escape the rain, or are you thinking about getting some ink? Just the rain. I don't have any tattoos. Why not? I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess. That's a shame. You seem like someone who could use a little rebellion. Something about the way she said it made my heart skip. Like she could see something in me I kept hidden. What makes you say that? You look too clean to put together. Like you play by all the rules. Maybe I like rules. Maybe. Or maybe you are scared of what happens if you break them. She was smiling now. Not mocking. More like teasing. Challenging. I am not scared. Prove it. How? Get a tattoo. Right now. Why not? I should have said no. Should have thanked her for the towel and left. But something about her made me want to stay. Made me want to prove I was not as boring as I felt. What would I even get? What do you want? I don't know. She walked around the counter, pulled out a binder full of designs, flipped through pages. How about something small? Something that means freedom. Or change. Or taking a risk. She pointed to a simple design. A bird in flight. Small. Delicate. That one. Where? Wrist, so you see it every day. So you remember. Remember what? That you are braver than you think. My heart was pounding. This was crazy. I did not do things like this. I was Arya. Routine Arya. Safe Arya. Boring Arya. But maybe that was the problem. Okay, let's do it. Her smile widened. I like you. What's your name? Arya. I am Rebel. That's really your name. Does it matter? I guess not. She gestured to the chair I sat down. She pulled up a stool next to me, took my wrist in her hands. Her touch was firm, confident, electric. This will hurt a little, but pain means you are alive. She started the tattoo gun. The buzzing filled the small space. Then the needle touched my skin. It did hurt, but it also felt like waking up. Rebel worked in silence, focused, her face close to my wrist. I watched her, the way she bit her lips slightly when she concentrated, the way her hands moved with precision, the way she seemed completely in control. When she finished, she wiped my wrist clean. The little bird stared back at me. There, now you have proof. Proof of what? That you can do something unexpected. She bandaged my wrist. Her fingers brushed my skin. I felt that spark again. Stronger this time. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. You might regret it tomorrow. I don't think I will. She looked at me. Really looked at me. Like she was trying to figure something out. You are different than I thought. What did you think? That you were just another office girl. Boring, safe, but there is something else in you. Something wild you keep locked up. My breath caught. How did she know? How could she see that? The rain had stopped. I stood up, paid her. She wrote her number on the receipt, in case you want another one, or just want to talk. I will think about it. Don't think too long, Arya. Life is short. I walked out into the wet street. My wrist tingled. My heart raced. I felt alive for the first time in months. I did not know it yet, but Rebel had just changed everything. The next day at work, Claire noticed my bandage immediately. "What happened to your wrist?" "Oh, I got a tattoo." Her eyes widened. "You, a tattoo?" I did not see that coming. Neither did I, honestly. "Can I see?" I unwrapped the bandage carefully. The little bird was still red around the edges, but healing nicely. "Arya, that's beautiful. What made you decide to get it?" "I don't know. Impulse, I guess." "Good for you. I love when people surprise themselves." She smiled at me. That warm, safe smile I was getting used to. "Hey, are you free this weekend? I was thinking maybe we could do something. Get out of this office for a change." "Like what?" "Dinner, my place. I make a mean pasta." Something in her tone made it clear this was not just a friendly dinner. This was a date, or at least the beginning of one. I should have said no. Should have told her I needed time to figure things out. But Claire felt safe, easy, uncomplicated. "Sure, that sounds nice. Great Saturday at 7. Perfect." She touched my arm gently before walking back to her desk. I looked down at my new tattoo. The bird seemed to be staring at me, judging me. Saturday came quickly. I drove to Claire's apartment. It was in a nice part of town, clean, organized, everything in its place, just like Claire herself. She answered the door wearing jeans and a soft sweater. Her hair was down. She looked relaxed, beautiful in a gentle way. "Come in. I hope you are hungry." The apartment smelled amazing. Garlic, basil, wine. She had candles lit on the dining table, soft music playing in the background. "This is really nice, Claire. I wanted tonight to be special." We ate dinner. The pasta was incredible. We drank wine, talked about everything. Work, life, dreams. She told me about her family, her childhood, her failed relationships. I told her about mine. After dinner, we moved to the couch. She poured more wine. We sat close, not touching, but close enough that I could feel her warmth. "Arya, can I be honest with you?" "Of course. I really like you. I know we have not known each other long, but there is something about you. You make me feel calm, grounded. I don't feel that with most people." My heart was beating faster. I knew what was coming. "I like you too, Claire. I want to try this. You and me. See where it goes. No pressure. Just see." She looked at me with those gentle brown eyes, waiting, hoping. I thought about my empty routine life, about how Claire made me feel safe and understood, about how maybe this was exactly what I needed. "Okay, let's try." She smiled, reached for my hand, held it gently. "I promise I will take care of you, Arya. You don't have to be scared with me." She leaned in slowly, gave me time to pull away if I wanted. I did not pull away. Her lips touched mine, soft, gentle, sweet. The kiss was nice, comfortable, like coming home after a long day. But it was not fire. It was not the spark I felt when Rebel's hand touched my wrist. It was not the electricity that made my heart race. It was safe, and maybe safe was enough. Maybe safe was what I needed. Claire pulled back, smiled at me. "Was that okay?" "Yes, that was perfect." We spent the rest of the evening on her couch, talking, kissing softly, holding hands. Everything felt right. Easy, uncomplicated. When I drove home that night, I looked at my tattoo. The little bird. Freedom, change, risk. I wondered if choosing Claire was playing it safe again, choosing comfort over adventure. But I pushed that thought away. Claire was good for me. She was exactly what I needed. At least that is what I told myself. I tried to focus on Claire. Really, I did. We started officially dating. She would bring me coffee at work. We would have lunch together. She texted me good morning and good night every day. Everything a good girlfriend should do. But I could not stop thinking about Rebel. The way she looked at me, the way she challenged me, the way her hands felt on my wrist. That electricity. It had been a week since I got the tattoo. I kept looking at it. touching it, remembering. Finally, I could not take it anymore. On my lunch break, I walked to the tattoo studio. Told myself I was just checking on the healing, making sure it was okay. That was a lie, and I knew it. The bell chimed when I walked in. Rebel looked up from a sketch she was working on, her eyes locked on mine. A slow smile spread across her face. Well, well, look who came back. I wanted to make sure the tattoo was healing right. Sure you did. Let me see. I walked over, held out my wrist. She took it in her hands. Her touch sent that familiar spark through me. Looks perfect. You took good care of it. You are a good teacher. She did not let go of my wrist, just held it. Her thumb brushed over the bird. So, just here to check the tattoo, or were you hoping to see me? I don't know. Maybe both. Honest, I like that. She finally released my wrist, leaned back against the counter, crossed her arms. You want another one? I don't think so. One is enough for now. Scared, maybe. Of what? The pain? Or something else? She was doing it again, seeing through me, reading me like I was an open book. I don't know what you mean. Yes, you do. She stepped closer, not touching me, but close enough that I could smell her. Something woodsy, something dark, something that made my head spin. You seem like someone who is scared of wanting things, scared of admitting what you really need. You don't know me, don't I? We stood there, inches apart, the air thick with tension. I should have stepped back, should have left, but I could not move. I should go. Why? Because I have a girlfriend. The words came out before I could stop them. Rebel's expression changed, just slightly. Something flickered in her eyes. Hurt, maybe, or disappointment. Does she make you happy? Yes, she does. That's not what I asked. I asked if she makes you happy, not comfortable, not safe. I did not answer, because I did not know how to answer that honestly. Rebel nodded slowly. That's what I thought. She turned away, went back to her sketch, dismissing me. You should go back to your girlfriend, Aria. She sounds perfect for you. There was an edge to her voice. Not mean, just distant, like she was putting up a wall. Rebel, it's fine. Really. Have a good life. I wanted to say something, wanted to explain. But what could I say? That I was confused, that I could not stop thinking about her, that every time Claire kissed me, I wished it was Rebel instead. I could not say any of that, so I left, walked back to the office, tried to focus on work, failed miserably. That night, Claire came over to my apartment. She brought takeout and a movie. We curled up on my couch. She rested her head on my shoulder. I missed you today. I missed you too. Another lie. I was getting good at those. She tilted her head up, kissed me. I kissed her back, tried to lose myself in it, tried to feel that fire. But all I could think about was short black hair and dark, challenging eyes and hands that made my skin burn. I was in trouble, deep trouble, and I had no idea how to fix it. Claire invited me to her place again the following weekend. She wanted to cook for me, make it special. I could not say no without a good reason, so I said yes. I showed up at 7 with a bottle of wine. She answered the door wearing a soft blue sweater and dark jeans. Her hair was pulled back. She looked beautiful. Come in. Everything is almost ready. Her apartment smelled amazing. She had made chicken with roasted vegetables, homemade bread, a salad with dressing from scratch. She had gone to a lot of effort. The table was set with candles. Soft music played. She had thought of every detail. This looks incredible, Claire. I wanted tonight to be perfect. We sat down. She poured wine. We ate and talked. She told me about a funny thing that happened at work. I laughed at the right moments, said the right things, played the part of happy girlfriend, but inside I felt hollow, like I was watching myself from a distance, going through the motions. After dinner, she took my hand, led me to the couch. We sat close. She turned to face me. Aria, I need to tell you something. Okay, I am really falling for you. Like really falling. You make me feel things I have not felt in years. You are kind, smart, beautiful, everything I have been looking for." Her eyes were so sincere, so full of hope. I felt guilt twist in my stomach. I feel the same way. Did I? I did not even know anymore. I want this to work. I want us to work. I will do whatever it takes to make you happy. She leaned in, kissed me. It was soft, sweet, safe, everything it should be. But I felt nothing. Well, not nothing. I felt comfortable. I felt cared for, but I did not feel that burn, that desperate need, that thing that makes you feel alive. She deepened the kiss. Her hands moved to my waist. I let her pull me closer, let her kiss my neck, my collarbone. "Is this okay?" she whispered. "Yes." We moved to her bedroom. She undressed me slowly, carefully, like I was something precious. She kissed every inch of skin she revealed, told me I was beautiful, told me she wanted me. We made love. It was gentle, tender. She was attentive, made sure I was comfortable, made sure I felt good. And it was fine. It was nice even, but it was not fire. It was not wild. It was not the kind of passion that makes you lose your mind. It was safe, like everything with Claire. Afterward, we lay tangled together. She held me close, whispered sweet things. I stared at the ceiling, felt more confused than ever. "That was amazing," she said softly. "Yeah, it was. I love being with you, Arya. I love being with you too." More lies. I was drowning in them. She fell asleep holding me. I stayed awake thinking. My mind kept drifting to Rebel, to the way she looked at me, the way she challenged me, the way she made me feel like I was standing on the edge of a cliff, dangerous, thrilling, alive. With Claire, I felt safe, protected, comfortable. But was that enough? Was comfort enough to build a life on? I did not know. But I knew I needed to figure it out before I hurt someone. The problem was I was already hurting someone, myself. I stayed away from Rebel's studio for 2 weeks, told myself I was being good, loyal, committed to Claire, but I could not get her out of my head. Finally, I broke, told Claire I needed to run errands on my lunch break, drove straight to the tattoo studio. Rebel was there. She looked up when I walked in. Her expression was unreadable. "Back again." "I was in the neighborhood." "Sure you were." I walked over to the counter. She did not move, just watched me. "How have you been?" I asked. "Fine. Busy." "You?" "Good things are good." "With the girlfriend?" "Yes. Good for you." There was that edge again, that distance. "Why are you being like this?" "Like what?" "Cold, distant. You were not like this before." She laughed, not a happy laugh, more bitter. "What do you want from me, Arya? You have a girlfriend. You made your choice. I just wanted to see you." "Why?" "To make yourself feel better. To convince yourself you are not playing it safe." "That's not fair." "Fair? You want fair? Okay, how about this? You come in here with your little bandage, get a tattoo. We have a moment, a real moment. Then you disappear for 2 weeks. Show up and tell me you have a girlfriend. What am I supposed to do with that?" She stepped closer. Her eyes were intense, angry, but also hurt. "I did not know you cared." "Of course I care. Are you really that blind?" We were inches apart now, close enough that I could feel her breath, close enough to see the gold flecks in her dark eyes. "Rebel." "What?" "I don't know what I am doing. I feel confused, torn, like I am 2 different people." "Then figure it out. But don't come here and play games with me. I am not some distraction. I am not something you use to feel alive when your safe little relationship gets boring." "Is that what you think this is?" "I don't know what this is. Do you?" I could not answer, because I did not know. All I knew was that standing this close to her made my heart race, made me want things I should not want, made me question everything. "Tell me something," Rebel said quietly. "When you are with her, does your heart pound? Do your hands shake? Do you feel like you might combust if you don't touch her?" No, the word came out as a whisper. Then why are you with her? Because she is good for me. Because she is safe. Because she will not break my heart. No, she will just bore you to death. Rebel reached up, tucked a strand of hair behind my ear. Her fingers brushed my cheek. That electricity shot through me. You deserve fire, Arya, not lukewarm safety. Maybe. I don't want fire. Maybe fire burns too much. Or maybe you are just scared. She was right. I was terrified. Terrified of what I felt for her. Terrified of what it meant. Terrified of choosing wrong. The bell over the door chimed. A customer walked in. Rebel stepped back. Put distance between us. I have to work. Rebel. Go back to your girlfriend, Arya. Be safe. Be comfortable. Be bored. I turned and left. My hands were shaking. My heart was pounding. I felt like I was going to fall apart. I sat in my car for 10 minutes, trying to calm down, trying to make sense of what just happened. But I could not. All I knew was that Rebel was right. I was scared. Scared of wanting her. Scared of what that meant. Scared of everything. And I had no idea what to do about it. That weekend, Claire asked me to meet her at her apartment. She said she wanted to talk. Her voice sounded serious. I felt dread settle in my stomach. When I arrived, she had tea ready. We sat on her couch. She took my hands in hers. Arya, I need to tell you how I feel. Really tell you. Okay, I am falling in love with you. I know it has not been that long, but I can't help it. You make me feel safe. You make me feel understood. I want to build something real with you. Something that lasts. Her eyes were so earnest, so full of hope and love. I felt like the worst person alive. I care about you too, Claire. So much. But, what? There is a but. I can feel it. She was too perceptive, too good at reading me. I am just scared of rushing things, of messing this up. We don't have to rush. We can take our time. I just need to know you are all in. That you want this as much as I do. Could I honestly say I was all in when half my heart was somewhere else with someone else? I want to try. I want this to work. It was not a lie exactly, but it was not the whole truth either. She smiled, kissed me softly. That's all I need to hear. We spent the rest of the day together, watched movies, made dinner. She was affectionate, loving, everything a girlfriend should be. That night, she asked me to stay over. We lay in her bed. She held me close. I love you, Arya. The words hung in the air, waiting for me to say them back. I should have. It would have been the kind thing to do. The normal thing. I care about you so much, Claire. Not I love you. Just close enough to sound like it. She did not push. Just held me tighter. As she fell asleep, I stared at the ceiling. Felt the weight of my guilt crushing me. I was lying to her, to myself, to everyone. I thought about Rebel, about the way she looked at me, the way she challenged me, the way she made me feel like I was standing on a cliff ready to jump. With Claire, I felt safe. With Rebel, I felt alive. How was I supposed to choose between those two things? I did not sleep that night. Just lay there listening to Claire breathe, wondering how long I could keep pretending everything was fine, wondering when everything would finally fall apart. It happened on a Wednesday night. I was lying in bed, scrolling through my phone. It was almost midnight. Claire had gone home hours ago. I was alone, restless. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. You awake. I stared at it. Somehow I knew who it was. Who is this? You know who. Answer the question. Rebel? Yes, I am awake. Want to go for a drive? I should have said no. Should have turned off my phone and gone to sleep. Should have been loyal to Claire. Where? Anywhere? Nowhere. Does it matter? When? Now I am outside. I jumped out of bed, looked out the window. Sure enough, Rebel's motorcycle was parked on the street. She was leaning against it, looking up at my building. My heart was racing. This was a bad idea. A terrible idea. I grabbed my jacket and went downstairs. Rebel smiled when she saw me. I did not think you would come. Neither did I. She handed me a helmet. Ever been on a bike before? No. Hold on tight then. I climbed on behind her, wrapped my arms around her waist. She felt solid, real. Her body was warm against mine. She started the engine. It roared to life. Then we were moving, flying through the empty streets. The cold winter air whipped past us. I held on tighter. We left the town behind, drove out into the countryside. The sky was clear, stars everywhere. Rebel opened up the throttle, went faster. I buried my face against her back, felt the thrill, the danger, the absolute freedom. Finally, she pulled over. We were on a hilltop overlooking nothing but fields and sky. She killed the engine. We sat in silence for a moment. Why did you text me? I asked. Because I could not stop thinking about you. Rebel. I know you have a girlfriend, but tell me something. Are you happy with her? I don't know. Then why are you with her? Because she is good for me. Rebel turned around to face me. Even in the darkness, I could see her eyes. Good for you, what does that even mean? That she is safe. That she will never challenge you. That you can hide with her. I am not hiding. Yes, you are. You are hiding from yourself, from what you really want, from who you really are. And who am I? Someone wild, someone brave, someone who deserves more than safe. She reached out, touched my face. Her hand was cold from the ride, but her touch burned me. I leaned into it without meaning to. You feel it too. Don't lie to me, Arya. I feel it. But that does not mean I should act on it. Why not? Because I am with Claire. Because I made a commitment. Because I am not the kind of person who cheats. Then break up with her. It's not that simple. It is that simple. You just don't want it to be. She pulled her hand away, looked out at the stars. I should not have texted you. This was a mistake. No, I am glad you did. Why? So you can feel guilty. So you can go back to your safe girlfriend and feel like you had an adventure. That's not what this is. Then what is it? I did not have an answer. I just knew that sitting here with Rebel under the stars felt more real than anything I had felt in months. I don't know what I am doing. I feel like I am being torn in half. Then make a choice. Her or me. Safety or fire. But stop torturing both of us. I need time. How much time? I don't know. She started the engine again. I will take you home. The ride back was silent. When we got to my building, I climbed off the bike, handed her the helmet. She would not look at me. Rebel. Go inside, Arya. Go back to your safe life. Don't be like this. Like what? Hurt. Sorry, but I am human. I have feelings. And you are breaking me apart, and you don't even care. I do care. That's the problem. Not enough, apparently. She revved the engine. I stepped back. She drove away without looking back. I stood there watching her disappear into the night. I went upstairs, lay in bed, stared at the ceiling. My whole body was shaking. What was I doing? Why could I not just choose? Why was I making everything so complicated? I knew why. Because choosing Rebel meant risk, meant uncertainty, meant possibly getting my heart shattered into pieces. But choosing Claire meant living half a life, meant settling, meant never feeling that fire. I fell asleep sometime before dawn, dreamed of motorcycles and stars and hands that made me burn. The next evening, Claire came over after work. She brought dinner and wine. She was in a good mood, smiling, happy. I missed you today. I missed you too. We ate dinner. She talked about her day. I tried to listen, tried to focus, but my mind kept drifting back to last night, to Rebel, to that ride. Arya, are you listening? Sorry, what? You seem distracted? Is everything okay? Yeah, just tired. Long day. Do you want me to go? We can do this another night. No, stay please. She smiled, reached across the table, took my hand. Okay, but if you need rest, just tell me. After dinner, we moved to the couch. She curled up against me. We were watching some show I was not paying attention to. Then my phone buzzed. I picked it up without thinking. A text from Rebel. "Thanks for last night. Sorry for being intense." My heart stopped. I quickly put the phone face down. But Claire had seen something change in my expression. "Who was that?" "No one. Just spam." "You sure? You looked weird." "I am sure." But she was looking at me differently now. Suspicious. Concerned. An hour later, I walked her to her car. It was cold outside. Our breath made clouds in the air. "I will see you tomorrow," she asked. Of course. She kissed me. I kissed her back. Tried to put feeling into it. Tried to make it real. As she pulled away, a motorcycle turned onto my street. Rebel, she was driving past. Probably on her way somewhere else. But she saw us. Saw me kissing Claire. Our eyes met for one brief second. I saw something flicker across her face. Hurt, anger. Then she accelerated and was gone. Claire turned to see what I was looking at. "Friend of yours?" "No, just someone I know." "The tattoo artist?" "How did you know?" "Small town, people talk. Plus, you mentioned getting a tattoo." She was still watching where Rebel had disappeared. "She seems intense." "I barely know her." "Okay." But her voice said she did not believe me. Said she knew something was off. She got in her car, drove away. I went back inside, grabbed my phone, stared at Rebel's text. I wanted to reply, wanted to explain, wanted to tell her it was not what it looked like. Except it was exactly what it looked like. I was with Claire, kissing Claire, while thinking about Rebel. I was the worst person alive. I did not text back. What could I possibly say? So I put my phone away, tried to sleep, failed completely. The next morning at work, Claire was distant. Polite, but distant. She did not stop by my desk like usual, did not text me, did not smile at me in the hallway. She knew, maybe not the details, but she knew something was wrong. I wanted to fix it, wanted to go to her and explain and make it right. But I could not, because fixing it meant lying more. And I was so tired of lying. That afternoon, I left work early, drove to Rebel's studio. The closed sign was up, but I could see lights on inside. I knocked. Rebel opened the door. She looked surprised to see me. "We are closed." "I know, can I come in?" She hesitated, then stepped aside. I walked in. She locked the door behind us. "What do you want, Arya?" I wanted to explain. "About last night." "You don't owe me explanations. You made your choice." "I have not made any choice." "Yes, you have. Every day you stay with her is a choice. It's not that simple." "Stop saying that. It is that simple. You just want both. You want safe, comfortable Claire and exciting, dangerous me. But life does not work that way." "I know. So what are you doing here?" "I don't know. I just needed to see you." She laughed bitterly. "You are killing me. You know that, right?" "Absolutely killing me. I am sorry." "Sorry does not fix this. Either choose me or don't. But stop torturing both of us." I stepped closer. She backed up. Don't come closer. Because if you do, I am going to kiss you. And that will make everything worse. Maybe I want you to kiss me while you are still with her? No, I am not that person. I don't do that." She was right. It was not fair to any of us. "I should go." "Yeah, you should." I turned to leave. Her voice stopped me. "Arya, when you figure out what you want, really want, come find me. Until then, stay away. Because I can't do this anymore." I left, drove home, cried in my car for an hour. Everything was falling apart, and I had no idea how to fix it. A week passed. I did not text Rebel, did not go to her studio. Tried to focus on Claire, tried to be present, be good, be the girlfriend Claire deserved. But it was getting harder. Every day felt like pretending, like wearing a mask that did not fit. Claire noticed. Of course she did. She was not stupid. One night at her apartment, she confronted me. "Arya, we need to talk." "About what?" "About whatever is going on with you. You have been distant, distracted, not really here. I am sorry. Work has been stressful. Don't lie to me, please. I deserve better than that. She was right. She did deserve better. I don't know what is wrong with me. I feel confused about everything, about us, about life, about who I am, about what I want. Do you want to be with me? The question hung there, heavy, demanding truth. I don't know. Her face fell, but she did not cry. Just nodded slowly. At least you are being honest finally. Claire, I am so sorry. Don't be sorry. Just figure it out. Because I can't be with someone who is not sure they want me. I need time. How much time? I don't know. Fine. Take your time. But I am not going to wait forever. I left that night feeling worse than ever. I was losing Claire. And for what? For someone who told me to stay away? I could not sleep. Around 11 at night, I grabbed my coat and drove to Rebel's studio. The lights were on. She was working late. I knocked. She looked up through the window, saw me. For a second, I thought she would not open the door. But she did. I told you to stay away. I know I could not. Aria, please, just let me come in. She stepped aside. I walked in. She closed the door. What do you want? I broke up with Claire. Well, not officially. But we are taking a break. She knows I am confused. And you came here to tell me that? Yes. Why? Because you are the reason I am confused. She stared at me, her eyes searching mine. What do you want from me, Aria? I don't know. I just know I could not stay away anymore. She walked over to me, stood close, too close. You are playing a dangerous game. I know. If I kiss you right now, everything changes. You know that, right? I know. She reached up, tucked my hair behind my ear. Her fingers lingered on my cheek. I could not breathe. Tell me to stop. I can't. She leaned in, her lips almost touching mine. I could feel her breath. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it would explode. The bell above the door chimed. We jumped apart. A customer walked in. Late appointment Rebel had forgotten about. Sorry, am I early? No, perfect timing. Come in. Rebel looked at me, something unreadable in her eyes. You should go, Aria. Rebel, please, just go. I left. My whole body was shaking. We had been seconds away. I sat in my car, put my head on the steering wheel, wanted to scream. What was I doing? Why could I not just make a decision? But I knew why. Because both choices terrified me. Choosing Claire meant settling. Choosing Rebel meant risking everything. I did not know which scared me more. I decided to try. Really try with Claire. Give it a real shot. Put Rebel out of my mind and focus on the woman who loved me. The woman who was good for me. Claire and I went on a proper date. Dinner at a nice restaurant. She wore a dress. I wore one too. We looked like a real couple. A normal couple. She held my hand across the table. Told me she appreciated me trying. Told me she believed in us. I know things have been hard, Aria, but I think we can work through this. I think we are worth fighting for. I think so too. Did I? I wanted to think so. After dinner, we walked through town. It was cold. She wrapped her arm around me. I leaned into her warmth. I love you, Aria. I need you to know that. Whatever you are going through, I am here. I am not going anywhere. I love you too. The words came out easier this time. Maybe because I wanted them to be true. Maybe because saying them made it feel more real. We went back to her apartment. She made hot chocolate. We sat on her couch. She kissed me softly. Is this okay? Yes. She kissed me deeper. Her hands moved to my waist, pulled me closer. I kissed her back, tried to lose myself in it, tried to feel that spark. But it was not there. Just comfort, just safety, just nice. We moved to her bedroom. She undressed me slowly, told me I was beautiful, made love to me with gentle hands and soft words. It was fine. It was nice. But my mind kept drifting. Kept thinking about short black hair and dark intense eyes and a touch that burned. Afterward, Claire held me, whispered that she loved me. I whispered it back, but inside I felt hollow, like I was acting in a play, saying the right lines, playing the right part, but none of it was real. I fell asleep in her arms, woke up in the middle of the night, looked at her sleeping peacefully beside me. She looked so content, so happy. I felt like a monster because I was lying to her. Every kiss, every touch, every I love you, all lies. She deserved better. She deserved someone who was all in, someone who did not spend half their time thinking about someone else. But I could not break her heart, could not destroy the safe, beautiful thing we had built. So I stayed. Kept hoping the feelings would catch up to the words. Kept hoping I would wake up one day and choose her for real, not just because she was safe, but because I actually wanted her. That day never came. Work got overwhelming, a major project deadline. Long hours, stress piling up. I was barely sleeping, barely eating, running on caffeine and anxiety. One afternoon, I was at my desk, staring at my computer screen. The numbers were swimming. My hands were shaking. I could feel panic rising in my chest. Maya appeared beside me. "Arya, are you okay?" "I am fine. Just dizzy." "You look terrible. When was the last time you ate?" "I don't remember." "Come on, break room now." She guided me to the break room, sat me down, got me water and crackers. I tried to eat, but my hands were shaking too much. "What is going on with you? And don't say work. This is more than work." "I don't know. Everything feels like too much." "Does Claire know how stressed you are?" At the mention of Claire's name, I started crying, just broke down completely. Maya grabbed tissues, sat next to me. "Okay, talk to me." "I can't. It is too complicated. Try me." So I told her about Claire, about Rebel, about feeling torn, about not knowing what I wanted, about lying to everyone, including myself. Maya listened without judging. "Arya, you have to make a choice. This is eating you alive." "I know, but I am scared." "Of what?" "Of choosing wrong, of hurting someone, of ruining everything." "You are already hurting people, including yourself. The longer you wait, the worse it gets." She was right. I knew she was right. Claire appeared in the doorway. She must have heard I was upset. "Arya, what happened?" She rushed over, knelt in front of me, took my hands. "I am okay. Just stressed." "You are not okay. Look at you." She pulled me into a hug. I buried my face in her shoulder, let her hold me. She felt safe, warm, stable. "Come on. I am taking you home. I have work. Work can wait. You need rest." She drove me to my apartment, got me into bed, made me tea, sat with me. "Talk to me, Arya. What is really going on?" "I am just overwhelmed." "It is more than that. You have been pulling away from me. I can feel it." "I am sorry." "Don't be sorry, just be honest. Do you still want to be with me?" There it was, the question I had been avoiding. "I don't know." She nodded slowly. Tears filled her eyes, but she did not let them fall. "Is there someone else?" I could not lie anymore. Not when she was looking at me like that. "Yes." She closed her eyes, took a deep breath. "The tattoo artist." "Yes." "Do you love her?" "I don't know. I barely know her. But you feel something." "Yes." Claire stood up, walked to the window, stared out at nothing. I knew. Part of me knew. I just did not want to believe it. "Claire, I am so sorry. Do you love me, Arya, at all?" "I care about you so much. You are amazing, perfect. But I don't feel what I should feel. I wish I did. God, I wish I did. Because you deserve that. You deserve someone who is crazy about you. But that someone is not you. I don't know." She turned to face me. Her eyes were wet now. "I think you do know. You are just scared to admit it." She grabbed her coat. "I need to go. I need to think. Please don't hate me." "I don't hate you, Arya. I just wish you had been honest sooner." She left, The door closed quietly behind her. I lay in bed, stared at the ceiling, felt empty. I had hurt her. The one person who had been nothing but good to me, because I was too confused and scared to be honest. I grabbed my phone, texted Rebel. I told Claire about you. 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again, and we are probably over. I don't know. Everything is a mess. I am sorry. Are you? Yes. I never wanted you to hurt her. I just wanted you to be honest. Can I see you? Long pause. Not tonight. You need to figure things out first. Really figure them out. She was right, but I needed her. Needed to see her. Needed to know this was not all for nothing. Please, no, Arya. Not like this. Not when you are broken and confused. Figure out what you want. Then come find me. She stopped replying after that. I was alone. No Claire, no Rebel. Just me and my mess. I cried myself to sleep that night, wondering how I had managed to ruin everything. 3 days passed. Claire would not answer my calls, would not reply to my texts. At work she avoided me, asked to be moved to a different project team. I felt like I was dying inside. The guilt was crushing me. On the 4th day I could not take it anymore. I drove to Rebel's studio after work. She was closing up, saw me through the window. For a second I thought she would ignore me, but she opened the door. What are you doing here? I needed to see you. Why? So I can make you feel better about destroying your relationship. That's not fair. Fair? You want to talk about fair? You have been playing with both of us, using me to feel alive, using her to feel safe. How is that fair to anyone? I was not using anyone. Yes, you were. You know what your problem is, Arya. You want everything. The safety, the passion, the comfort, the fire. But you can't have both. Life does not work that way. I know that now. Do you? Because from where I am standing, you still have not made a choice. You broke up with Claire, but you did not choose me. You were just floating, waiting for someone to make the decision for you. That's not true, is not it? Then tell me right now, what do you want, me or her? I opened my mouth, closed it, could not answer. Rebel laughed bitterly. That's what I thought. I am scared, okay? I am terrified. What if I choose you and it does not work? What if we burn out? What if I gave up something good for something that crashes and burns? And what if we don't? What if we are amazing together? What if this is the real thing? You will never know because you are too scared to try. She walked closer. Her eyes were intense, angry but also hurt. I am done, Arya. Done waiting. Done being your maybe. Done being the person you think about while you are with someone else. Either choose me, really choose me, or leave and don't come back. Rebel, please. No, I mean it. I deserve better than this. I deserve someone who is sure, someone who wants me without question, not someone who is torn. What if I can't choose? Then you already chose. You chose fear. You chose safety. You chose a life half-lived. She opened the door, held it open, waiting for me to leave. I think I am falling for you, I whispered. Thinking is not enough. Feeling is not enough. I need you to be sure. I need you to choose with your whole heart. Can you do that? Could I? I wanted to say yes, wanted to choose her right there, but I was frozen, paralyzed by fear. I need time. You have had time, weeks of time. How much more do you need? I don't know. Then go, figure it out. But don't come back until you are sure, because I can't do this anymore. It is killing me. I left, sat in my car, watched her through the window. She had her head in her hands. Even from here, I could see her shoulders shaking. I was destroying everyone. Claire, Rebel, myself. I drove home, did not sleep. Just lay in bed, staring at nothing, thinking, feeling, breaking. I needed to make a choice. Had to, before I lost them both. Before I lost myself completely. But how do you choose between safety and fire, between comfortable and alive, between the person you should want and the person you actually want? I did not know, but I knew I was running out of time. A week later, Claire texted me, "Can we talk? In person?" My heart dropped. I knew what this was. The final conversation, the end. Yes. When? Tonight? My place. I drove to her apartment. She opened the door. She looked tired, like she had not been sleeping either. "Come in." We sat on her couch, the same couch where we had kissed, where we had said "I love you," where we had built something I was about to destroy. "I have been thinking," she started, "about us, about what you said, about everything." "Claire, I am so sorry. Let me finish, please." I nodded, stayed quiet. "I love you, Arya. I really do. You are kind, funny, beautiful, everything I thought I wanted. But here is the thing. You don't love me. Not really. Not the way I love you." "That's not true." "Yes, it is. You care about me. You like being with me. But you don't love me. Because if you did, you would not have feelings for someone else. You would not be torn. You would just be here, with me completely." Tears were rolling down my face. I wanted to love you. I tried so hard. I know, but trying is not the same as feeling. And you can't force love. It is either there or it is not. You are too good for me. Maybe. Or maybe we are just not right for each other. And that is okay. It hurts. God, it hurts so much. But it is okay. She took my hands. "I want you to be happy, Arya. Really happy. The kind of happy that makes your heart race. The kind that makes you feel alive. I can't give you that. And that is not your fault or mine. We are just different people who want different things. I never meant to hurt you. I know, but you did. And I need to let you go. Because holding on is only hurting both of us more. I don't deserve you. You deserve someone who makes you feel the way I feel about you. Go find that person, even if it scares you, even if it is risky. Life is too short to play it safe." She stood up. I stood too. She pulled me into a hug. I held her tight, memorized the feel of her, the smell of her, the safety of her. "Goodbye, Arya. Goodbye, Claire." I left, walked to my car, sat there for a long time, the weight of what just happened settling over me. Claire had let me go, with grace, with love, with more kindness than I deserved. Now I had no excuse, no reason to hold back, no safety net. It was just me, and a choice I could no longer avoid. Did I go to rebel, risk everything for that fire? Or did I stay alone, safe but empty? I started my car, drove, not home, not to Rebel's studio, just drove through town, into the countryside, anywhere. I needed to think, to feel, to figure out who I was and what I wanted. Because choosing Rebel was not just choosing her. It was choosing to be brave, to take risks, to live fully instead of safely. Was I ready for that? Could I be that person? I did not know, but I knew I needed to figure it out. Because Rebel was not going to wait forever, and I could not keep running from myself. I need to tell you about the first time Claire and I made love, because it matters, because it explains why leaving her was so hard. It was 3 weeks into us dating. She had invited me to her apartment, made dinner. Everything was perfect, romantic, safe. After dinner, we were on her couch, kissing. Her hands moved to my waist. "Is this okay?" "Yes." She led me to her bedroom, undressed me slowly, carefully, like I was something precious that might break. "You are so beautiful, Arya." She kissed down my body, gentle, tender, took her time, made sure I was comfortable, made sure I felt good. When we made love, it was soft, sweet, that she wanted this forever. It should have been perfect. It was perfect, but I felt nothing. Well, not nothing. I felt cared for, safe, comfortable, but I did not feel that fire, that desperate need. That thing that makes you lose your mind. I told myself it would come. That passion grows with time. That maybe I was just nervous. But it never came. Every time we were together, it was nice, pleasant, fine, but never that burning need I read about. With Claire, sex was like everything else. Safe, comfortable, easy, but not consuming, not passionate. Not the kind that leaves marks on your soul. I thought maybe I was broken. Maybe I just was not a passionate person. Maybe this was as good as it got. Then I met Rebel, and I realized I was not broken. I just had not met the right person yet. Because when Rebel touched my wrist that first day, I felt more than I had felt in all my time with Claire. One brush of her fingers and I was on fire. That was when I knew I was in trouble. That was when I knew comfortable was not enough. That was when everything started falling apart. I loved Claire. In my own way I did. But I was not in love with her. There is a difference. A huge difference. And now she was gone. I had hurt her. Lost her. All because I could not force myself to feel something that was not there. I wished I could have loved her the way she deserved. She was everything I should have wanted. But the heart wants what it wants. And mine wanted fire, not safety. After the conversation with Claire, I waited. Gave myself a few days to process, to grieve, to figure out what I wanted. Then I decided. I was going to choose Rebel. Going to take the risk. Going to choose fire over safety. I drove to her studio. The closed sign was up. I knocked. No answer. I tried the door. Locked. I pulled out my phone. Texted her. I need to talk to you. It is important. No response. I waited an hour. Nothing. I drove by her studio every day for a week. Always closed. Always dark. She was not there. I texted again, called, left voicemails. Nothing. Panic started setting in. Had she given up on me? Moved on. Left town. I asked around. Finally, someone at the coffee shop told me she had taken time off. Gone somewhere for a few weeks. Needed space. She was gone, and I had no way to reach her. I felt like I was losing my mind. I had finally made my choice. Finally been brave. And she was not here. Days turned into weeks. I went to work, came home, existed, but I was not really living. Just waiting, hoping, praying she would come back. Maya tried to cheer me up. Maybe it is for the best. Maybe you need this time alone. To figure yourself out without either of them. I already figured it out. I want her. I choose her. But she is gone. Then wait. If it is meant to be, she will come back. But what if she did not? What if I had waited too long? What if she met someone else while she was gone? Someone who was sure. Someone who did not make her wait. The thought made me sick. I looked at my tattoo every day. The little bird, freedom, change, risk. Rebel had given me that, had woken something up in me. And now she was gone. One night I was lying in bed staring at the ceiling. My phone rang, unknown number. I answered. Hello, silence. Then her voice. It is me? My heart stopped. Rebel, where are you? Away. I needed to clear my head. When are you coming back? I don't know. Maybe I am not. What? No. You have to come back. Why? To watch you struggle with choices. To be your maybe. I can't, Arya. I can't do it anymore. I chose you. I ended things with Claire. I chose you. Silence. You did. Yes, weeks ago. But you were already gone. I have been trying to reach you. I turned off my phone. Needed space. Where are you? Does it matter? Yes, because I need to see you. I need to tell you in person. I choose you, Rebel. I choose fire. I choose risk. I choose you. I heard her breath catch. Are you sure? Really sure? Because I can't go through this again. I can't be hurt again. I am sure. I have never been more sure of anything. Please come back. I will think about it. Rebel, I need time, Arya. You made me wait. Now you wait. She hung up. I stared at my phone. At least she had called. At least she knew. But would she come back? Or had I lost her for good? I did not know. All I could do was wait, and hope, and pray I had not ruined everything. I need to tell you something. After I left Claire's apartment that night, I thought I would never see her again. But 2 days later, she called me. Can we meet? For coffee? Just to talk? Of course. We met at the small coffee shop. She looked better, calmer, like she had found some peace. How are you? I asked. Better, it still hurts, but I am okay. How are you? Confused, lost, waiting. For her? Yes, Claire nodded. Took a sip of her coffee. I want to tell you something. Not to make you feel guilty. Just so you know. Okay. I knew from the beginning, I knew you were not all in. I could feel it. But I hoped. I thought maybe if I loved you enough, if I was good enough, patient enough, you would eventually feel the same way. Claire, let me finish. That was my mistake, not yours. You can't make someone love you, and you were honest. Eventually, you could have kept lying, kept pretending, but you told me the truth even though it hurt. Tears filled my eyes. I never wanted to hurt you. I know, and that is why I am here. To tell you that I forgive you, and to tell you to go after her. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Life is too short. You are too good. No. I just know what it is like to love someone who does not love you back. It is painful, but it is worse to hold on, to pretend, to waste time on something that is not real. She reached across the table, squeezed my hand. You deserve to be happy, Arya. To feel that fire you were looking for. I hope you find it. I really do. What about you? I will be okay. I will find someone who is crazy about me. Someone who does not have to think about it. Someone who just knows. You will. You are amazing. So are you. Now go. Stop waiting. Go find her. Fight for her. Don't let fear win. We hugged. It was different this time. Not romantic, not painful. Just two people who cared about each other, saying goodbye properly. Thank you, Claire. For everything. For being patient. For letting me go. For being you. Take care of yourself, Arya. You too. I watched her walk away. She did not look back. I knew I would probably never see her again. Small town or not, some endings are final. But she had given me something. Permission. Forgiveness. The push I needed. She was right. I needed to stop waiting. Stop being passive. Stop letting fear control me. I needed to find Rebel, even if she was gone. Even if she said no, I needed to try. Really try. Because that was what love was. Not the safe, comfortable kind, but the kind that makes you brave. The kind that makes you risk everything. I drove home, packed a bag. I did not know where Rebel was, but I was going to find out. I called the coffee shop, asked if anyone knew where she went. Finally, someone gave me a name. A small town 3 hours north. Her hometown, where she grew up. I got in my car, started driving. My hands were shaking. My heart was pounding, but I was doing it. Finally doing it. Choosing fire, choosing risk, choosing her. The drive felt endless. I played music loud, tried not to think too much, tried not to talk myself out of it. When I got to the town, it was almost dark. I found her family's address, a small house on a quiet street. Her motorcycle was parked outside. She was here. She was actually here. I sat in my car for 10 minutes, gathering courage. Then I got out, walked to the door, knocked. Rebel opened it. Her eyes widened when she saw me. Arya, what are you doing here? I came to find you. How did you know where I was? I asked around. I needed to see you. She stepped outside, closed the door behind her. You should not have come. I had to. I could not wait anymore. I needed to tell you in person. Tell me what? That I choose you. That I am done being scared. That I want you. All of you. The fire, the risk, everything. She stared at me, her expression unreadable. You drove 3 hours to tell me that. Yes, you are crazy. Maybe, but I am crazy about you. I am sorry it took me so long to figure it out. I am sorry I hurt you. But I am here now. And I am not leaving until you believe me. Rebel's eyes were shining. She looked like she was fighting tears. You really ended things with Claire? Yes. Weeks ago, she deserves someone who loves her completely, and I could not be that person, because my heart belongs to someone else. To me? To you? She stepped closer. Close enough that I could see every detail of her face. The gold flecks in her dark eyes, the way her jaw tensed, the way she was trying so hard to protect herself. If I let you in, if I trust you again, you cannot change your mind. You cannot get scared and run back to safety. This is it, all or nothing. I know, and I choose all. I choose you every single time. She reached up, cupped my face in both hands, searched my eyes for any doubt, any hesitation. You are sure? I have never been more sure of anything in my life. She kissed me, finally kissed me, and it was everything. Fire and lightning and coming home all at once. Her lips were soft but demanding. Her hands pulled me closer. I melted into her. When we broke apart, we were both breathing hard. I missed you so much, she whispered. I missed you too, every single day. Come inside. Rebel led me inside. Her family's house was small but cozy. Photos on the walls, warm lighting. It felt like home. My parents are asleep. We need to be quiet. She took me to her childhood bedroom. It was exactly what I expected. Posters on the walls, sketches everywhere. A small bed with dark sheets. We sat on the bed. She took my hands. I cannot believe you are here. I thought I had lost you. You almost did. I was so stupid, so scared. I wasted so much time, but you are here now. That is what matters. She kissed me again. Slower this time. Deeper. Her hands moved to my waist, pulled me closer. I want you, she whispered against my lips. I have wanted you since the moment you walked into my studio. Then have me. She pushed me back onto the bed, climbed on top of me, kissed down my neck. Her hands found the hem of my shirt, pulled it over my head. You are so beautiful, Arya, so perfect. She kissed down my body, took her time, learning every curve, every sensitive spot. When her mouth found places that made me gasp, she smiled against my skin. I love the sounds you make. I pulled her back up, kissed her desperately, fumbled with her clothes, nothing between us. Making love with Rebel was nothing like it was with Claire. This was fire, passion, desperate need. She touched me like she was claiming me, like she never wanted to let go. I touched her back, explored her body, the tattoos covering her arms, the muscles in her back, the way she arched into my touch, the way she said my name like a prayer. We made love until we were both exhausted. Tangled together in her small bed, breathing hard, hearts pounding. I started. I know. She held me close. Her fingers traced patterns on my back. Stay with me. Tonight, tomorrow, forever. Forever sounds perfect. We fell asleep wrapped in each other, and for the first time in months I felt complete, whole, like I had finally found where I belonged. We drove back to town together the next morning, Rebel following me on her motorcycle. When we got to my apartment, she came inside, looked around at my space for the first time. This is very you. Clean, organized, safe. Is that bad? No, it is who you are. But maybe we can add a little chaos. Make it feel more alive. She pulled me close, kissed me in my living room, in my kitchen, in my bedroom, claimed every space as ours. Over the next weeks, we built something real, something wild and beautiful and terrifying. She stayed over most nights, left her things scattered around my apartment, made it feel less empty. We went on motorcycle rides, late-night drives, She took me to places I had never been, showed me parts of myself I did not know existed. I got another tattoo, then another. Each one a reminder that I was brave, that I chose fire, that I was alive. Maya was happy for me, said I looked different, lighter, more myself. You made the right choice. I know it was scary, but I know. One night, Rebel and I were lying in bed. Early winter had turned to late winter, almost spring now, new beginnings. Do you ever regret it? Never. Not for a second. Even though I am messy and intense and unpredictable, especially because of that. With Claire I was safe, but with you I am alive. She smiled, kissed me softly. I love you, Arya. I am in love with you, completely, hopelessly, forever. I love you too. I should have said it sooner, but I love you. You woke me up. You made me brave. You changed everything. We made love again, slow and tender this time, taking our time, savoring each other. After, as we lay tangled together, I thought about my journey, about the woman I was when this started, stuck, safe, half alive, and the woman I was now, brave, free, burning with life. I had been so scared of choosing wrong, of getting hurt, of losing everything, but the truth was I had nothing to lose, because playing it safe was not living. It was just existing. Choosing Rebel was choosing myself, choosing the wild, passionate parts I had kept hidden, choosing to be fully alive instead of just comfortable. What are you thinking about? Rebel asked. About how happy I am, about how glad I am that I stopped for you that day, about how you changed my life. You changed mine too. You made me believe in love again, made me believe someone could actually choose me, really choose me. I will always choose you, every single day, for the rest of my life. Promise, I promise. Outside the window, spring was beginning. New life, new possibilities, a future full of fire and passion and love. I had made my choice, not between two women, but between two versions of myself. The safe version, who played by the rules, and the wild version, who took risks. I chose wild. I chose fire. I chose love. And I had never been happier. This was my story. The story of how I stopped playing it safe. How I chose passion over comfort. How I found myself by choosing someone who saw me. Really saw me. My name is Arya. I am 28 years old. And I am finally alive.
Two roads pull beneath my skin. One feels safe, one draws me in. Soft hands offer gentle ground. Wild heat makes my pulse unbound. I've been living in a frozen space. Now two worlds call me face to face. How do I choose the force I follow? One gives ease, one steals the choose the flame that ignites within. Warm arms feel like sheltered skies. Bold touch feels like I've come alive. Soft love says I can rest my bones. Fierce love sings in deeper tones. I've been pulled into designs. Peace in one, the other shines. How do I choose the force I follow? One brings calm, one breaks the I wanna choose the flame that ignites within. If I fall, let it be for truth, not the cage that trapped my youth. Let the rush of passion see me through. Let my soul become something true. I wanna rise where my heart can breathe. Break these lines that I used to believe. Give me the spark that can cut through the gray. I want the fire, I won't look astray. I'm done with shadows of who I've been. I choose the flame that ignites within.
Thank you for watching Sapphic Story Hour. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, bye-bye.